Hey everybody, it's Tango.
And Juliet.
Now you guys know that we're normally known for going low and slow.
But today, we're gonna go high and fast.
Our friend Paul has offered to take us up in his Turbine Bonanza. This plane can go 200 knots without breaking a sweat.
It's gonna be so awesome.
That is gonna be so awesome.
But before we go,
Yes.
guys, if
What?
you haven't subscribed already, hit that button.
Hit it.
And the little bell. That way you can go on all these other adventures with us. You don't want to miss this.
You don't want to miss it. Okay, you ready to go?
Yes.
Let's not keep Paul waiting.
Okay.
Let's go. I just start giggling.
No, I love it too. After even all these years,
I love the sound of those prop tips. I know it. Isn't that cool?
Airport, fly runway heading. Leaving 800 feet, turn left, heading 200. Right vector, Seal Beach, as filed. Making 3000. Expected 9,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.35. Block 4744.
Shortest runway you'll take it into? You know, I go into Oceano and make the first turn off. Oh, nice. There you go. If you put it down right at the end of the runway, it'll just stop. I mean, you just go in reverse and put the brakes on. The stole Bonanza. It is.
Exiting in style. There she is. Look at this.
We made it.
Luxury cabin.
Made it safely.
Isn't that awesome?
It's awesome.
Hi everybody, we're here in Big Bear with Paul Villa. So how long have you had this airplane?
actually last month it was 12 years. It's really been a nice airplane. I still really get a thrill out of flying it.
This is turboprop, so that means it goes really fast and has a lot of horsepower. But what is the type of engine again?
Well, it's a Rolls Royce turboprop.
Okay.
And it's 450 horsepower. A company called Tradewinds did a conversion on it out of Texas. They converted a little over 60 of them. Then the 2008 downturn happened and they ended up going out of business.
And that was it. This is like one of 60 in existence.
Right.
This is the fastest airplane I've been in. This was so cool. We can't thank you enough for taking us up in it.
That's my
We got to what? We got to like 212 knots.
It's a perfect airplane for what I do and the trips I make.
Yeah. Paul's a real stick and rudder guy too, because we went up in your Citabria. It's the best of both worlds.
It's been a pleasure flying with you guys.
Yeah,
it really has.
likewise. This was awesome.
Terrific.
back to Long Beach now, and I think Julia behind the camera is gonna get some time in the front seat. That was awesome.
It was awesome.
We went like 211 knots. Do you know how fast that is?
No. And I bet most people who are watching this who are not pilots
So
don't know what that is.
if you don't know what 211 knots is, Alexa, how fast is 211 knots in miles per hour?
211 knots is 242.8 miles per hour.
242.8 miles per hour. That's nuts.
That's fast.
And I know we go that fast in, like, if you're in a commercial flight,
Right.
you go way faster.
Yeah.
But still, like, when that was my first time sitting in the cockpit of a small airplane and going 242.8 miles per hour. This was a very different experience today.
Oh, yes it was.
Going 242.8 miles per hour versus like the Pete Bowl where we're going 80 miles an hour
Yeah.
through the air.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
It's very different.
Which one?
Honestly, like, I think it depends on what you want to do.
This is true.
If you want to go low and slow and kind of go over landscapes and see things from a different point of view. Like one of our friends has also a Pete, and he said he would follow like a deer herd or whatever. And so
right.
like experiencing that almost like as if you're like a drone, like it's like a drone shot, but you're physically there.
Definitely.
So if you're going for something like that, definitely like the open cockpit feel of the Pete. Also, you can do that in the Cessna, but the Bonanza is, in my opinion, also really cool because if you have like a family of 4 or 6 or whatever,
it's a traveling machine.
It's a traveling machine.
As we were flying, I'm thinking to myself, all these times that we've had friends that are like, "Oh, you can fly. You have your pilot's license. Let's go somewhere."
Right.
And I'm like, great. Even in like a 4-seat Cessna that we've flown before, that still can't really take 4 adults. So the Bonanza, I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, we could load up another couple of our friends and some bags and go somewhere for the weekend.
We could load up another airplane in the Bonanza.
We could put the Pete Bull in the Bonanza.
Or your motorcycle.
So, or the motorcycle.
Yes.
Now we're on to something. It was just cool to put a foot in that world.
It was.
You know, we could, where we are, we can't afford to own a Bonanza, but, you know, getting the generosity of going for a ride just lets you experience, like, wow, this is so cool, something to dream about and aspire to. Yeah, definitely.
For sure. It reminds me of, like, the pickup truck versus, like, the Porsche or, like, a sports car, you know?
Definitely.
You know, you have, like, the utility-ness of a pickup truck. But you also have this kind of like rugged freedom, you know.
Yeah, to go out in the desert.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have like the Bonanza, which is kind of like a sports car in a way.
Yeah.
It's very bougie.
It is.
But I'm curious to hear what you all think.
Yeah, right. So here, put a comment in there.
Yeah.
Bonanza or Low and Slow in a Beaten Pole or a Cessna. What's your favorite? And if you've all vote Bonanza, Juliet's gonna buy me a Bonanza. Isn't that cool?
Did he say banana? I think he said banana.
A Bonanza.
Yeah. Bonanza.
A Bonanza. Bonanza. I did want to give a shout out to Paul.
Yes.
Paul, thank you so much for taking us up, not only for the flight, but for showing us around.
Yeah.
And for taking us to lunch.
Thank
I mean,
you.
that is so cool.
It was truly special, and we really appreciate it. And the cool thing about Paul is we met Paul through...
I met Paul through the Flying Musicians Association, which is a wonderful association of musicians who are pilots and pilots who are musicians. It helps fund scholarships for young people to learn how to fly. Yeah. And it connects people like Paul and I.
Right. Yeah, so it was really cool to kind of like have that connection, not only in aviation, but also through being a musician, but also kind of seeing like the similarities of like a pilot and a musician.
Both being a pilot and being a musician involve not only like performing in really high stress situations, but also like practice and having strong like skills of self-development and being able to say, okay, I need to improve on this. You're always constantly learning.
Yeah.
So they're very similar disciplines. So Paul invited us. He thought we should have a jam session at the hangar in Big Bear. So
I'm all for that.
I think that's in the works.
Yeah.
Please do, if you haven't, subscribe.
We love sharing all these adventures with you guys. We hope that it inspires you.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. More adventures coming.
Bye.